Cancer, this is your March 2016 love and relationship as well as general forecast reading. We're going to start off with your love and relationships. The first card that comes up says heart-to-heart conversations. Honesty is needed here and you need to discuss your feelings with one another. It says your relationships are being affected by the fact that you are suppressing something. You need a dose of honest conversation. It says you can't express your emotions properly because you are suppressing something that needs healing. Something needs to be spoken about or dealt with. This is not about controlling your partner or one another's actions, but rather being genuinely honest about your feelings. Then the next card that comes up is the new love card. This says either a new person has stirred your romantic feelings, or a new person is coming into your life if you are looking for love. If you're already in an existing partnership, if you can have that heart-to-heart conversation with your partner, you will find new love within your relationship or partnership. If you're looking for somebody new, they're definitely about to step into your periphery, possibly even be introduced to you. Then the final card says you deserve love. So those of you in partnerships and relationships, you do deserve to be loved. So have that conversation. It will pay off in a big way. And those of you looking for somebody to partner up with, you do deserve that love. You are lovable, this card says. So keep that thought in your mind. Repeat it to yourself because that person is about to appear in your life. Now your guidance card says that you need to rekindle that childlike innocence and enjoyment in relating that you had many years ago when you first started dating. It says there's pleasure to be found in the simple things, enjoyment to be found in the simple things, and you need to find that in your relationships and your partnerships again and rekindle that. It's very necessary for Cancer to have enjoyment in small things, in enjoyable things. You are going to be now faced with a decision, and I think this decision has to do with having that conversation or not having that conversation. Sometimes we can build this into such a big thing that it does become a major decision, when in the meantime, just have that conversation with a person, whoever that person is. Just talk to them. Because the final card says then there's going to be a fundamental change within your relationship. In the beginning, this might not feel comfortable. It might be an abrupt change. As I've been saying to all the star signs, there are 2 eclipses coming up this month. They are game changers. They do bring things to light. They sometimes do dig up those uncomfortable things that need to be dealt with. But you will find resolution. You will feel loved at the end of this. So deal with it. And remember to find that childlike joy and innocence in your relationships again. That's important. Now your general reading is a different one this month. I'm doing a how to get out of that rut reading because so many people have been saying they're stuck in a rut and don't know how to move forward. The first card that comes up says or explains why you are stuck in that rut. And this card says you are challenged to change the way you see your world and the beliefs you have about limitations, what you are deserving of and what not. Therein lies the key to why you are stuck. Somewhere along the line you have convinced yourself you are not due certain things. You are limited to a certain type of lifestyle or certain life, and this is not true. So you're being put in this position at the moment to realize that, because the next card says your first step is to realize that you are seemingly going round and round in the same situation because the universe wants you to see something. It wants to bring something to light. Remember the eclipses? They can sometimes do that, actually often do that, bring things to light. So you're missing something here. Something is staring you, I think, quite directly in the face. So when you come round to that same place again, have a good look, because the answer is there. This is giving you the opportunity not to repeat a pattern that you have, possibly a limiting pattern to your life. It says you can now adjust this pattern. It could be an automated response. You may not even be aware that you are doing that. And this will free you of those old cycles. The next card suggests what to let go of, and this is the Queen of Air. This card says, remove from your life what no longer serves you. So this follows on in the reading. So there are possibly patterns, behavioral patterns, even certain people that perhaps trigger those responses from you. Remove the pattern, and if necessary, there is a person that may need to be removed from your life. Possibly not permanently, but maybe have a little bit less contact with them so that they don't trigger that old limiting belief about yourself. It says think clearly, then act, and it suggests you maintain your sense of humor. So this is possibly going to help the procedure along. Then the next card that comes up says, okay, now what else can you let go of? And this is the card of strength. This card says, do not rely on the outer world to give you that push or that shove or that agreement or that nod to say yes. Rely on your inner strength. You know what you need to do for you, and you have what it takes to do it for yourself. So rely on your inner strength for this. Believe in yourself and look upon challenges as opportunities. I've been discussing this quite a lot with people lately. Because so many challenges have arisen in our lives lately, we are very reluctant when challenges can come up. But what a challenge is, it's merely something put in your path so that you can learn your limitlessness, what all you are capable of, so that you can delve into your corners of your mind and your soul that have been dormant for a while. It grows you and expands you in a really, really good way. So see them as opportunities, not as challenges. Then the card that comes up next says, right, now what to focus on so that you can move ahead. And this is the card of collaboration. So this says work within your community. Find like-minded people within your community. Set a common goal and work together. Somehow this is going to fuel Cancerians on many levels. It's finding that tribe of like-minded people, working together with them to reach certain goals that's going to shift your perspective and your life completely. This will vary greatly among the different Cancerians, but this is the insight or the guide that's been given to you. It says, then you become something of a larger purpose. You belong to a larger purpose, and that's probably what your soul needs and what you need at the moment in life. Because your outcome card is that of regeneration, so that means you get that second chance. Something that perhaps you shelved because it seemingly failed, you now get a chance to revive it, and not only will it be revived, it will be even better than before. And something which you thought was dead, failed, now a new seed sprouts. Not necessarily exactly the same thing, but something even better comes into your life. So this is a wonderful card. This card I always draw just before it rains. We're having a bit of a, well, not a bit of a drought, a big drought here at the moment. And I'm always just so thankful when I draw this card because I know it's going to rain. So you will get that same thankful feeling of rain after a drought. Right, now your guidance for this getting out of your rut is, first card is that of instinct. Rely on your instincts. Cancerians actually have very good instincts. So listen to that inner voice. Don't ignore it. Don't talk it down. Don't negative talk it. Listen to it. And then ground yourself, the next card says. So Keep the feet firmly planted on the earth. Cancerians are pretty good at that too, but remember to do it. And the final card is that of reflection. Now, this card is not about looking back with judgment or reminiscence. This is a card of looking back at how did you end up in this place? What were the steps that you took? What was the pattern that you went through the motions of again? Simply so that you can see when and where you stepped on which path, so that in future you know what it is that you're doing that gets you to this point. Now, your soul path card is that of the duck. And this card says, what drives you? What motivates you? It says, feel your responses, but don't hang on to them. There is progress and growth here if you have a good look at what is it exactly that is motivating you. We forget that sometimes. We get stuck on do, and get, and we don't stop to think, now hang on a moment, why am I doing this? Genuinely, why am I doing this? What do I hope to genuinely achieve by doing this? So there's great potential here for growth if you address that question. The next card that comes up underlines this. It says, know yourself. You change over time, so take stock of who you have become. And that rhymes in with that what is motivating you question. You shouldn't still be motivated by what motivated you 10 years ago. I'm going to leave you to think about that. Then the final guidance card that comes up for your soul path is that of nurturing. And this speaks about your inner child again. It says, keep your inner child nurtured and you will thrive with vitality. Cancerians need to play. They genuinely need to play. Whatever your form of play is, make sure you are doing that to feed your soul. And it nourishes all parts of you when you play. Whether it's to go fishing, even skateboarding, whatever it is that you feel, that inner child coming out to play again, do that. It says, be kind to yourself. Find yourself in the midst of those must-do, so all those limitless, endless possibilities we pile on our own shoulders. Look for yourself again. You might be getting lost in that. Your inner child is crying for playtime. Right, Cancer, that is your March 2016 reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching and listening.